Greetings, Habari. Welcome. I'm Kai. This is Kai in Y007. And there's breaking news. There's a storm going on, a storm of things going on in New York City. I'm going to get right into that. I thought my thumbnail's going to pop up for me. Guess not. All right. Welcome. I'm going to get right started. Just in that the deputy city mayor of New York City, Sheena Wright, has just resigned. So that would have been this morning, and the news just started getting out just now. So I'm going to look at that and yeah, just break the news about that. And someone was arrested. So I'm going to show some footage.
What are you doing?
Excuse me.
I'm on.
No message, no comment.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
Excuse me.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Yeah, but this is my privacy. Thank you.
In a private.
It's too much.
Why don't you get a comment?
No message, no comment.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
Excuse me.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
Yeah, but this is my privacy. Thank you.
In a private.
It's too much.
Why don't you get a comment?
Yeah, I mean, you're a public figure. We just wanted
I
to.
know, but it's harassing. It's harassing when you're following me down the street. Could you just please?
I'm on a public sidewalk. I have a press pass.
That's great. I'm glad.
Well, I mean, if, we could just have a statement.
I know you're trying to do your job. I'm not going to give you a statement. Okay. Right? I'm minding my business today. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's very aggressive and it just feels unnecessary. I'm not going to give you a statement. Okay. All right. Thank you.
That was when her being approached, that was a few days ago. So the thing that's going on right now, she just resigned. Now, Deputy City Mayor Sheena Wright is one of the ones that has been arrested on the and then the last person to be indicted is the mayor of New York City, which is Eric Adams. There are, is it 5 people already down? They just arrested one more person. So I wanted to show some of the coverage from that, and then we'll be all caught up on what's going on. There's a lot going on. My bad. I thought this was about it.
Resigned amid ongoing federal investigations. And we just learned another member of the Adams administration has been arrested. News 4's Tracy Strahan joins us live from Lower Manhattan with all the breaking news here. Tracy.
Well, Mohammed Bahi submitted his resignation just yesterday, and about 30 minutes ago, federal prosecutors announced that he is now under arrest. Before that, we learned about the resignation that appeared to be imminent of Sheena Wright. Wright was the first deputy mayor before this all happened. Just last month, the feds seized phones from the Harlem home that she shared with her now husband, Schools Chancellor David Banks, who had electronics seized as well, and will be resigning next week instead of at the end of the year that he originally announced. Sheena Wright's departure comes after her brother-in-law, Philip Banks, the deputy mayor of public safety, announced his resignation yesterday. He's one of the mayor's closest allies and longtime friends. He also had electronic devices seized last month. Questions continue to swirl as to whether or not his brother, Terrence Banks, who's a consultant, received any special treatment for his clients when it came to the awarding of city contracts.
He reached out to me and stated, Eric, I'm looking to move on, and this is a good time to do so.
Other departures included Winnie Greco, the mayor's director of Asian affairs, whose home was previously raided by the feds. Mohammed Bahi resigned as well. He worked in the mayor's community affairs unit, and News 4 has learned that federal prosecutors announced his arrest, saying he's charged with witness tampering and destruction of records. Charging documents say this is all in connection with the ongoing Mayor Adams investigation to the 2021 campaign. There was also a termination that was announced in all of this. Rana Abasova had been on leave from her position as director of protocol in the mayor's office of international affairs. Prosecutors say she coordinated improper straw donations and luxury travel upgrades for the mayor and his campaign. It's believed she was cooperating with the Manhattan Federal Prosecutor's Office as a key witness into the mayor's indictment. Two sources familiar with the mayor's plans say Maria Torres Springer will be the replacement for Sheena Wright. All of this happening since we first arrived here, and it's clear that there may be more resignations or possibly terminations that are imminent as well. Live at City Hall this morning, Tracy Strahan, News 4 News.
All right. So, okay. So as you just heard, Deputy City Mayor just resigned. So there's a storm going on in New York City, a big time storm. That's why I got a stormy background. There's been a lot going on in New York, but it's pound for pound right now. The streets is about to be crazy a little bit. So Mayor Eric Adams, as we know, was the last final person to be upheld on 5 indictment charges on wire fraud and bribery. So it all has to do with financial contributions, basically being given, but possibly being given in return for other certain type of favors. So that's what that's about. Now, just the other day, which I showed and I'll show again, we have Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright, where she was approached by some reporters and whatnot, and she actually touched one of them and pushed him out the way some, which is actually assault. You can't do that. But either way, she ends up resigning just days later. So this is breaking news.
Yeah, I mean, you're a public figure. We just wanted to.
No, but it's harassing. It's harassing when you're following me down the street. Could you just please?
I'm on a public sidewalk. I have a press pass.
That's great. I'm glad.
Well, I mean, we could just have a statement.
I know you're trying to do your job. I'm not going to give you a statement. Okay. Right? I'm minding my business. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's very aggressive, and it just feels unnecessary. I'm not going to give you a statement. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Now to more breaking news, another departure from City Hall and another indictment in what appears to be an expanding federal corruption investigation. Political reporter Marsha Kramer is at City Hall with the story.
In just a few minutes, the mayor is expected to announce the resignation of First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. It comes as the feds unseal criminal charges against another member of the Adams administration. Mohammed Bahi, who resigned yesterday as the mayor's liaison to the Muslim community, became the latest member of the Adams administration to be charged by the feds. Bahi is charged with witness tampering and destruction of evidence in connection with an investigation of unlawful contributions to the 2021 mayoral campaign. The complaint charges Bahi tried to delete messaging apps from his cell phone when the officers came to his house to execute a search warrant. The unsealing of the indictment against Bahi comes as First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright is resigning. She's the seventh high-ranking member of the Adams administration to leave as federal officials press on with as many as 4 corruption investigations.
Okay, so this has to do with the
Departures include
voting?
Wright's
Wait a
husband,
minute.
school chancellor David Banks, whose planned retirement was suddenly moved up by several months, and her brother-in-law, Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Philip Banks, also Police Commissioner Edward Caban. Sources tell me that Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer, who shepherded the mayor's housing plan, is now expected to move up and replace Wright as first deputy mayor. At City Hall, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS News, New York.
And more breaking news from City Hall as the first deputy mayor, Sheena Wright, has officially resigned. She is now the 10th departure from within the Adams administration after Governor Kathy Hochul reportedly ordered Adams to clean house. But we have just learned another one of his staffers who resigned yesterday, Mohammed Bahi, is due in court to face charges on obstruction of justice and witness tampering. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth has the latest from City Hall. Michelle.
Okay.
Well, the mayor's Q&A is happening right now. Hopefully, we'll hear some answers from
Feel
him.
free to hit the like button, y'all.
We just learned about this arrest this morning. It happened this morning. And also, we know that there are now these 10 people leaving City Hall. These are key positions running the city. So Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright officially resigned. Her brother-in-law, Phil Banks, Deputy Mayor of Public Safety, bowed out yesterday. Her husband, that is Wright's husband, David Banks, the school's chancellor, is slated to leave within days. Replacing Wright is Maria Torres Springer, deputy mayor for housing, economic development, and workforce. A huge change in jobs for her. She has decades of experience. The governor has told the mayor to make things right, and we're not sure how many people are being asked to leave, how many are leaving on their own. Torres Springer is experienced as a manager. She worked in the de Blasio administration. No word yet on who will replace a lot of these key positions, again, top positions. But the big news this morning, that arrest of Mohammed Bahi, worked in community affairs on charges. He was arrested on charges of obstruction of justice and witness tampering, asking people allegedly to lie and destroy evidence. And he will be in court early this afternoon. A lot to talk about. Again, the mayor is inside City Hall right now with a Q&A, question and answer period for reporters trying to figure out who might be leaving next. As we know right now, 10 top positions open or changed in City Hall. We're live at City Hall. Michelle Charlesworth, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Wow. Okay. So they're already expecting more people to. What is going on? They are expecting more people to possibly resign. That's how deep this is. We've never seen anything like this. We've never, ever seen anything like this. Have y'all? Historically at all? No. And it's a matter of fact, Mayor Eric Adams is the first mayor ever to be indicted on these charges. But I remember we had Mayor Bailey, he was smoking crack and he got caught on camera. So I want to look that up too, because they're saying it like there was never another mayor that went through, legal procedures, but this is different. So again, this is Deputy City of New York City Mayor Sheena Wright, and like I said, just recently, she was just on there, and she was kind of being harassed by the press. And she was letting them know that they had no right being there, stuff like that, which I understand where she was coming from. But she actually could have caught an assault charge by what she did, because you can't just put your hands on people. they have to really be in your physical space, and you have to feel threatened. So by law, you can't put your hands on anybody. And that's just for FYI. It doesn't matter where you are or the situation. You can't do it. I just seen a single mom get kicked out of her own house because she scratched a guy up that she brought home and shouldn't have, because she barely knew him. So he called the police and she got arrested. And it's on YouTube. It just got up here a couple days ago. So I could show that one more time. And then I have to start. Actually, I'm done with that. I'm going to be starting up a live stream that I already have prepared. So if you guys want to come right back on in, I'd appreciate it. It's up to you. I will be talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, who is a Pan-African, and he is a certified clinical psychologist. So he's totally against interracial dating, and he's very what people call pro-Black. And I just wanted to have some conversation to do with that and some other things. So I usually talk about content, but then we kind of segue into a little bit of other things too. And yeah, so that's what's going on in the city. This is wild. This is wild because let me do the other one. Whew, I didn't expect her to just flat out resign. I know that this to us as the public, and y'all can let me know how y'all feel, it seems like there's more going on. Or a lot of times you're directly guilty because you don't have to step out the way if you didn't have anything to do with anything. If you didn't purposely do something, not purposely, because you could do something that you didn't realize you were doing, it's still a crime. You cannot break the laws, and especially holding such high political power that these people have. And it's good to see such many people in these positions. So it really sucks seeing this happen, because it seems like there must have been some abuse possibly going on with them when it came to money and accepting benefits for possible favors based off their political power. That was kind of a mouthful. All right. So that's that. What I did, 16, 15 minutes. Yeah. So I appreciate it. Appreciate the like that somebody did come in. And then when I go look, it'd be a bunch of people that then came through. So y'all something else, but y'all about to get cut off too on some of these. So anyway, thanks. It's KY007. I'll maybe see y'all back shortly. If you rejoin, I will be here. All right, peace. Y'all be safe.